Good evening and welcome to Story a Day for 26 days in aid of the Stroke Association. I have a Just Giving page at justgiving/fundraising/Sandra-Regan1. Should you wish to and are able to contribute, that would be much appreciated. So today's story is just a little short one for you, just to drop it in to the end of this summer evening that we have here in England, well, in the bit of England that I'm in right now. So, well, here we are, today's story. There was an old woman who lived near the sea. She had a little house just back from the beach a little bit, and every day she would take a walk on the seafront, just strolling along the beach, enjoying the situation, enjoying the way that the sea lapped on the shore and the breeze blew across the treetops, and the way the birds came, the seagulls came. And this morning was no different to any other morning. It had been a wild night. There'd been a bit of a storm. In fact, there'd been quite a storm, so she was a little bit worried about her property, but that all seemed fine as she came out of her house to take her morning stroll along the beach. But to her surprise, something was very, very different on this particular morning. The beach was covered in starfish. As far as her eye could see, starfish washed up on the beach in the storm. So she didn't like to walk because she was going to be squashing the starfish. That would not have been a very good idea. So she stood there watching, looking, wondering about all of this. And in the distance, she saw a figure, a small figure. And as it moved a little bit closer towards her, very, very slowly, it seemed to her that this figure was doing some strange kind of dance. There was a step and a dip and a rising and an outflung arm, and this just kept repeating: step, dip, rise, fling, step, dip, rise, fling. She couldn't work out what this was all about at all, but she had nowhere else to go, so she just stood there watching. And the figure slowly came closer and closer, and she could see it was a young boy. And she saw that he was reaching down, picking something up and throwing it into the sea. And as he got even closer, she said to him, "Could you tell me what it is that you're doing?" And he smiled and stopped and said, "Well, of course. There's all these starfish. If they stay here all day under the heat of the sun, they will die. So I'm throwing them back into the sea." "Well, goodness me, young man," she said. "There are so many. There must be tens of thousands of starfish. I really can't see that you'll be making any difference at all." And he dipped, and he rose, and he flung, and he smiled, and he said, "Well, I made a difference to that one." There we are, today's story. I will leave you there, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Have a good evening. Bye-bye now.